turning back to the markets now, how did the stock market returns for companies in swing states impact the election right now? We've got Jack Ablin. He's a chief investment officer at Harris Private Bank in Chicago. He's with us. Hey, Jack.
Hi.
Hi, let's talk about this. You have thought a lot about this, about the performance of companies that were in these swing states and how that might have impacted last night's election. Give us your theories.
Well, you know, not only did the blue states outperform the red states over the last 4 years under President Obama's first term, but the swing states all handily outperformed the S&P 500, with Nevada far outpacing the S&P, running something like 68% per year over the last 4 years compared to something like 11.5% for the S&P.
And how much do you think that actually impacted the results last night? I mean, do you think voters are aware of that? Is it something that's sort of in the subconscious, that they feel better in their states when they go to vote? Or do you think it's just coincidence?
Well, I think it's some coincidence, but I also think there's a fair amount of confidence. So the fact is, if you're in Nevada and you work for a casino, chances are you own some of the stock, either in your own account or in your retirement plan. So I think that certainly could provide you a little bit of a boost. There are a lot of gold miners in Nevada as well. So it's hard to point to any particular area, but I will say, when you're in these swing states and this election's hanging in the balance, certainly having a higher degree of confidence helps the incumbents.
And Jack, when we look at some of the other swing states besides Nevada, looking at Ohio, Florida, Virginia, what were some of the sectors that were in particular doing well in those states prior to last night's election?
Sure. Florida, certainly was a rebound of housing and builders. I think that helped. Virginia, we had media companies, give them a little boost. I don't recall all of the other sector groups, but yeah, I think that generally these are either businesses that are headquartered in those states or do quite a bit of business in those states.
All right, Jack Ablin, thanks so much for being with us. Appreciate your analysis this morning.